back to Tuesday New Books. We've got a good selection of bestsellers for you today. It's audiobooks, some fiction and nonfiction. So we get started with Shadows of Berlin by David R. Gillum, haunting and enigmatic, masterful story of survival and redemption. Shadows of Berlin. Like a Sister by Kelly Garrett, a tense, twisting mystery that explores the complex bonds within family and the elusive nature of truth. And absolutely can't put it down read. Like a Sister. The Orchid by Christina Gorcheva Newberry. Timeless tale of memory, desire, dreams lost and altered, love changed and unchanged. A tragic and nostalgic love letter to a much-tried generation. The Orchid. Island of Time by Davis Bunn. How do you hunt a man who never existed? A fast-paced, retro-feeling sci-fi mystery. Good fun. Island of Time. That's the big one. Sarah J. Mays, The House of Sky and Breath, a Crescent City novel. The deadliest power, the fiercest passion, the cruelest fate. House of Sky and Breath. The Fell, a novel by Sarah Moss. At dusk on a November evening, a woman slips through her garden gate and turns up the hill. Kate is in the middle of a 2-week mandatory quarantine period, a true lockdown, but she can't take it anymore. The closeness of the air in our small house, the confinement. And anyway, the moor would be deserted at this time. Nobody need ever know she stepped out. The Fell. The Enlightenment Project, Lynn Hightower, Don't Let the Darkness In, a spooky, suspenseful masterpiece. Super recommended by Lee Child. One Italian Summer, a novel. Returns with a moving and unforgettable exploration of the powerful bond between mother and daughter, set on the breathtaking Amalfi Coast. One Italian Summer. The Troopers by Richard Scarisbrooke. This brilliantly written tale is one wild ride that will stay with you long after the curtain falls. A hilarious coming-of-age story about a family of quintuplets breaking free from their father's expectations. The Troopers. Naomi Hirahara, An Eternal Lay, a Lelani Santiago, Hawaii mystery. It is the middle of the pandemic and the Hawaii has been virtually closed to the tourists. So when Leilani in Santiago and her young sister save a mysterious woman wearing an unusual lei from drowning in Waimea Bay in Kauai, questions abound. An Eternal Lay. Next, a Gray Man novel by Sierra 6 by Mark Greaney. It's been more than a decade since the Gray Man's first mission, but the trouble's just getting started in this latest entry in the bestseller series. A new Fern Michaels, Fear Thy Neighbor. From one of the most gifted and beloved storytellers of her time comes a riveting new novel of suspense, where one woman's picture-perfect island sanctuary reveals itself to be filled with dangers. Fear Thy Neighbor. Memphis by Tara M. Stringfellow. The things women do for the sake of their daughters. A spellbinding debut tracing 3 generations of a Southern Black family and one daughter's discovery that she has the power to change their legacy. Memphis.
Moving on to nonfiction. First off, we have Schmuel's Bridge, Following the Tracks to Auschwitz with My Survivor Father from Jason Summer. We also have From Strength to Strength, Finding Success, Happiness, and Deep Purpose in the Second Half of Life. That's by Arthur C. Brooks. This very large book, The Ultimate Guide to Drawing, that's by Barrington Barber. Skills and Inspiration for Every Artist. As you can see, very large, lots of illustrations and step-by-step instructions.
That's one of our books that was purchased through the grant this year.
Then we have this book, it's called Every Good Boy Does Fine, A Love Story and Music Lessons. That's from Jeremy Dink. And also, we have The Beauty of Dusk on Vision Lost and Found by Frank Bruni. That's a memoir autobiography. And then we also have quite a few audiobooks today. Starting out with, we've got from Preston and Child, Diablo Mesa. Lucas Tappan, a wealthy and eccentric billionaire and founder of Icarus Space Systems, approaches the Santa Fe Archaeological Institute with an outlandish proposal to finance a careful scientific excavation of the Roswell incident site where a UFO is alleged to have crashed in 1947. A skeptical Nora Kelly, to her great annoyance, is tasked with the job. We have news from Philip Margolin called The Darkest Place. It is a Robin Lockwood novel. Robin Lockwood is an increasingly prominent defense attorney in the Portland, Oregon community. A Yale graduate and former MMA fighter, she's becoming known for her string of innovative and successful defense strategies. As a favor to a judge, Robin takes on the pro bono defense of a reprehensible defendant charged with an even more reprehensible crime. Got The Lightning Rod from Brad Meltzer, a terrific, compelling, unputdownable thriller. That's a quote from Lee Child. Then this newest one from Carolyn Hart, it's called Ghost Blows a Kiss, a Bailey Ruth ghost novel. Sent back to Bailey Ruth Rayburn is sent back to Adelaide to rescue a woman in trouble. We've got the audiobook version of Run, Rose, Run. That's the new book from Dolly Parton and James Patterson. We've also got The Match from Harlan Coben. From the modern master of suspense comes a gripping thriller in which Wilde follows a tip that may finally reveal the truth behind his abandonment, only to end up in the sights of a ruthless killer. Finally, we have Death of a Green-Eyed Monster. That's from M.C. Beaton. It's a Hamish Macbeth murder mystery. And all of these audiobooks, if audiobooks aren't your thing, we have all of these books in print version as well. So if any of those struck your interest, check them out.
Yeah, come by and check out all these new books. And if you want to put anything on hold, just go to our website, fairhopelibrary.org. We'll see you next time. Thanks.
Bye.